this was a recommendation from one of the people in the comments, and they asked me, how do you turn on the A350 Cold and Dark? So I'm gonna make a video today showing you guys how to do that. The first thing you want to do is you want to head over to your top panel right here, and you want to go ahead and turn on the battery. Once you turn on the battery, you want to go down to the APU and turn both of those on. You want to go ahead and turn on the logo and the nav. Then you want to go ahead and turn on the window heat. While you prepare the airplane, it's going to heat up the windows, so once you're in the air, the windows won't freeze. Then in every Airbus plane, when you turn on the battery, it lights up most of the lights. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and turn all those lights off. So I'm going to do that right now. Now I'm not following a checklist, so this is in a random order. So yeah. Now that you've turned on all the lights off, you want to test the fire engine, the engines, like the fire. If there's a fire on the engine, these will light up and start making a noise. So you can press this button right here, and it tests to see if they work. So as you can see, it lights up and it makes a sound. So I'm gonna wait until it turns off. Alright, so once that it's turned off and you see that it worked, you want to head over to this, and you want to turn it to nav. Alright, once you've turned them on to nav, you want to go down here and wait until the display appears. So I'm going to wait a little bit. This is just A350 with no livery. Wait a little bit more. There it is. Now it's turned on. And after it turns on, you want to make sure this one and this one turn on. And as soon as they turn on, you want to go back up to your display. Not your display, your top panel. And you want to turn on the APU gen. Now, as you can see for me right here, it's if I press that, then it's gonna turn on. So you want to press that. I'm not having an actual flight, so I'm not setting up the aircraft, but if you were having a flight, you would set up the aircraft. I'm going to make a separate video about that. So then, once you've set up your aircraft, you want to head down to here. And if these don't turn on, that was an example. If these don't turn on, it means that your APU gen is, you want to make sure that the off isn't there. So you want to press on it. And then you want to go back down here, and as you can see, they're on. So make sure all of them are on, all the systems are on. And you want to head over to the top and press fuel. That's going to show you the fuel display. And once you've turned that on, after you've turned on the fuel display, you want to do your flight plan. I'm not doing a flight like I said, so I'm not going to do the flight plan. I would remove the ground services, and then I would close the doors. But I'm not doing any of that, so I'm just going to skip ahead. So after you've done all that, you want to turn on the seatbelt, no smoking, and you want to arm the emergency exit light. Okay, and then once you've done that, you want to come here and press on this. Okay, and it should start making a noise. You want to make sure you turn on pack 1 and pack 2. Once you've done that, once you've turned on pack 1 and pack 2, you want to come down here, and you want to switch this to engine start. So now it's on ING. I don't know if it stands for engine start, but it's an ING start. So once it's on that, you'll go back to your top panel. And once you're on the top panel, you want to make sure this is on to auto. Then you want to put the engine 2 switch up. And you want to switch your display to engine. Now as you can see, my engine is getting power here, and it's starting up. Now I would start up one engine before pushback, then I would push back and turn on the second engine. So once this engine is done powering up and my pushback is done, I will turn on the second engine. So I'm going to skip ahead until this has reached, I think it's 62.4. Alright, so once it's at 63.4, I would do my pushback, and then whenever I'm done with the pushback, after the pushback is done, I would turn on I want to head over up here. I want to turn on the nose to taxi. Okay, so I want to do that. I want to turn on the runway. So where's that at? You want to turn the runway turn off on. You want to turn on the wing. And then you want to turn on so we did the nose. We did the nose light, we did the wing, and then we did the runway. Then you want to start up engine 1 after you've done your pushback and turned that on. You want to turn on engine 1. As you can see, I'm now getting power on engine 1. Now I'm going to wait until it reaches 63.4, so I'm going to skip ahead and skip to the part where it's done powering up. Okay, so now once engine 1 and engine 2 are turned on, you want to head up to your panel once again and turn off the APU bleed. Okay? You want to turn off both of the APU switches, and then you want to come back here and put the trim to 28, and it should be green. So the 28 should be green. But if I go too high, as you can see, like once I reach 30, it becomes orange, and that means it's not the correct trim for takeoff. So I'm going to put 28. Anywhere around 28 is good. And then before I start my taxi, I would put my flaps to flaps 2, so you can see here. And then I would go ahead and start my taxi. Now that's really all the whole tutorial for all of this. And you might see this. You've got to wait for these. I think it's 8 minutes. You've got to wait for them to actually turn on. It takes like a couple minutes. So I wouldn't start the taxi until they're ready. You can start the taxi if you're ready. I think in real life they have to wait until it's ready, like until it shows. But yeah, so if it shows this, don't worry, it's supposed to show that. Now it's gonna stay like that forever if you don't turn on nav. It's basically figuring out your location right now. As soon as you turn on the nav, as soon as you put them on nav, it tries to find out your location. So it takes, I think it's 8 minutes. So you want to wait about 8 minutes. I'm gonna skip ahead to the part where they turn on. I'm gonna go ahead and put power. Right, release the brakes. Now as you can see, this disappeared and stuff because I just took off without waiting for it to turn on. Without this waiting to turn on. If you guys have any issues though, just let me know in the comments down below. But that should be it. And if you guys have trouble turning this, you want to make sure on this screen that it says zoom only, because I had a problem before the video where I couldn't turn it for some reason. Multiple of those switches I couldn't turn them, and it was just really annoying. I'm just going to show you guys, not the best takeoff at all. Just trying to make it quick. Now we're off. So that's really it. Everything is like messed up because I took off without waiting, but I just wanted to show you guys. And also, if you don't have a flight plan, it's also not going to show you the map. That's another reason for me not having this. Since I don't have a flight plan, it has no clue what to show me or anything. So it's like super confused. So make sure you have a flight plan in here. I did a video on that. I'm gonna put it at the end of the video, just so you guys can watch it if you want to know how to put a flight plan for this type of plane. And yeah, if you guys have any videos you want me to do, put them down in the comment. And thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.